It does feel like a part of the sky when you have to file for Chapter 11 organization. So it's a scary thing. It's scary for our employees. It's scary for me, and it's obviously a scary thing for our community. But I'm here to tell you, as I told my employees, as I told the media, we will continue to publish every single Friday going forward. Next Friday, the following after Friday, and the following Friday after that. Nothing changes. To do anything for me, I mean, spread rumors, and that is spread rumors that will continue to be vibrant, continue to do what we've been doing every Friday for over 91 years, and that will continue to serve our readers and advertisers for many years to come.
So this spring, the Baltimore Jewish Council, I was very grateful to have the support of so many of your members during my transition. We had over 150 members of the business, civic, and community represented on the transition team that gave quite interesting recommendations. And I'm looking forward to well, number one, I want to thank Sophie for filling in, for doing, what do you call that when you have to vibe or something, when you have to fill time until something? Vamping, that's it. Thank you for vamping.
Although the noun is quite different.
Yeah. So thank you for that. I am truly blessed to have a great team working with me in City Hall to make a difference in our city. So Sophie, thank you for filling in. I like that term better than vamping. But I also want to thank John, John Larry, who served as a member of my Jobs and Economic Development Committee. I'd like to thank Claire Samowski-Siegel, who served on the Arts and Culture Committee. I'd also like to thank Art Abramson for serving on the Community Development and Neighborhoods Committee. We are soon to launch, did you talk about this at all? No? Soon to launch a transition stat process where we are tracking the recommendations from the transition team and will be giving on a constant basis updates about where we are with the proposals that came out of the transition. So I promised the members of the transition committee that this was not a document that was going to sit on a shelf, but that would be a working document that we would use to help us move forward. I think you, Nate, what committee did you serve on?
Public safety.
I'd like to thank Nate Wilner as well for serving on the public safety. Was that Representative Shomron?
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. I don't know how I forgot about you. You do make a big impression, so thank you very much. Almost as much as your wife, but a close second. But thank you for serving on the transition committee as well. So I want to, thank each and every one of you. We'll keep you posted and check out our website. We'll send you a note to let you know, and then you can share the information with the rest of the members. So in Baltimore, we are recovering from a sobering economic crash that crushed confidence in our city, crushed confidence when it comes to jobs, stifled reinvestment in our neighborhoods, and really slowed the progress we were making on so many fronts. We are moving forward after difficult and sad circumstances require a transfer of leadership at City Hall. And we're also transforming our government to be smaller, more nimble, and responsive to the needs of our citizens, even in the face of a devastating $121 million budget deficit. Because I realize that we all must share the pain at this challenging time, I launched this process by cutting costs in the mayor's office. I reduced the mayor's office passenger vehicle fleet by 37%, reassigning those cars to other agencies. I abolished the mayor's office of international affairs and canceled international trips for mayor's office personnel. I also eliminated general fund support for the mayor's office of cable and communications for the upcoming fiscal year. As well, I cut the entire mayor's office budget by 10%. We are doing more with less. So as we're confronting the worst fiscal crisis in modern history, it's important for all of us that I'm honest, and I continue to be honest, about what we can afford and focus on funding core priorities. I often say we're doing what families are doing throughout our country. Many families, many companies many jurisdictions are faced with not being able to afford everything that we once had, services that we once had. And at that time, it's important that we figure out what was important, what matters most to our citizens. This is not a drill, this is real. And if we don't fix this budget problem right away, public safety and essential services are at risk. With Councilman Spector's help, I will not let this happen. 2 weeks ago, I introduced a comprehensive plan to fix the budget deficit that would without drastically cutting public service and essential services or raising property taxes. This plan will require shared sacrifices, but it is important, when I said the focus on without raising property taxes, we could have introduced a proposal to raise property taxes. It would not have been popular, but it would have been one thing that could have closed this gap. I thought, as many of my colleagues on the council and citizens, as I've traveled throughout the city, felt that would really set the city back. That we were working hard to take advantage of the momentum that we have with the growth in the city. But if we were to raise property taxes, it would impact negatively on residents, attracting new residents, and stabilizing our vulnerable business community in this fiscal crisis. So this comprehensive plan would make sure that we fund public safety, public education, as well as essential services. It would close a $120 million budget deficit with roughly $7 million in service cuts and spending reductions, and $50 million in new diversified revenue to fill critical service gaps in fiscal year 2011. We must start by finding ways to make government more efficient and even smaller. For the first time this year, the city established a new outcome-based budgeting process in which city agencies competed for every dollar based on measurable results and efficiency. To preserve as much funding as possible for direct services to citizens, the budget also includes a $36 million general fund savings by extending the fiscal year 2010 furlough plan, freezing pay increases, and implementing a new prescription drug employee cost-sharing plan. Once approved by the council, Ricky's helping me every step of the way. Once approved by the council, this plan would fully fund our obligations to public schools, maintain every single patrol officer on our streets, keep every firefighter, keep our community libraries open, and fund after-school programs that work without raising property taxes. $50 million in critical services will be restored by supplemental appropriations if the council approves the comprehensive plan. Golda Meir once said, "You never find a better sparring partner than adversity." These are trying times. Budgets may be lean, our resources may be finite, but the capacity of the human spirit to cope and to transcend adversity is timeless. This gift is truly one of life's greatest blessings. With your help, your hearts, your leadership, your passion, and your determination, we will continue to accomplish great things in Baltimore, throughout our communities, in the days and the weeks and the years ahead. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your patience, for allowing me some time to get to you this afternoon. Thank you for working in your communities and working with the understanding that Baltimore's best days are yet ahead. I wish for you continued success. Shalom.